Oh, hello again, chaps and chappettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, I just wish it was under better circumstances. Now, initially, guys, I wasn't going to put another video on my channel until Christmas Day night. I was going to do something of a bit of a Christmas special video. Well, not really much Christmas special. I was just going to talk to you about how we used to spend Christmases when we were growing up, old school Christmases, and how generally nice it is to spend the festive period in the company of friends, family, kids, loved ones, people you actually give a shit about, and you can actually take just one day, one solitary fucking day out of the entire year where you can just forget the depressing splurge that can sprout up from this ever-growing cesspit that we're all unfortunate to live on, called planet Earth. I must have been living in a fool's paradise to think that isn't what was even remotely a possibility, particularly what's been going on over in Germany, which I will get to just in a moment. I've got to be honest with you guys, this 2-week ban that I've just served from YouTube has been nothing short of a little bit of bliss in my life. Because I was banished from making you guys content, because I was banished from posting in my community tabs and sharing stuff with you guys, I find myself spending less and less time on social media, Twitter, Instagram, things like that. And I've got to be honest with you, I found myself waking up in the morning with a clear head, not having to go through the toxic bile that's infested into social media. I was waking up with a clear head, going through my day with a clear head, going to bed with a clear head, and repeating that process the very next day for a whole 2 weeks. Now, of course, running a channel such as mine, a political news opinion channel hybrid, it's all part and parcel of the game. I have to keep my finger on the pulse. I have to bring you guys content and share it with you and talk to you guys about it. Otherwise, my channel will wilt and die, and I don't want that to happen. But it was nice to have a little bit of a 2-week break away from social media. I've got to be honest with you. But to the subject matter at hand, guys, I'm sure you all know what's been going on now over in Germany. You've got eyes, you've got lives, I'm sure. But a car has ploughed into a sea of people at a Christmas market, killing at least 2 people and injuring a shed ton more. I have seen the footage of this car going to these people. It is not a very nice thing to look at. It's going at a fair speed. At a guess, I'd say 50, 60 miles an hour straight into a sea of people. It is quite harrowing. I don't recommend you go out of your way to try and find this video, but if you do, yeah, it's not very nice to look at. There's been some live reporting on the event from the Telegraph, which I'm just going to breeze through with you guys, just in case one of you live in a cave and not quite sure what's been going on. A car ploughed into a crowd at a German Christmas market on Friday, killing at least 2 people, including a small child. Always the kids that get the brunt of these people, isn't it? Have you noticed? Over the last few weeks, I've brought you countless videos about babies having their lives ended by certain subsections of people, certain other things happening to children from a certain subsection of people. It's always the kids that seem to suffer the most, isn't it? No justice in that whatsoever. And leaving almost 70 wounded in a lone wolf terror attack. I find it astonishing, yet again, guys, how other countries within Europe can use that term terror attack with impunity, and we seem absolutely incapable of doing it. I've pre-read this article before making this video, and there's not one single mention of mental health in this whole article. I find that amazing, because that's what a terrorist attack is. It's to create carnage, it's to create chaos, it's to create damage on people on a mass scale, it's to create panic, it's to create fear. That's what a terrorist attack is. That's the whole purpose of a terrorist attack, to achieve those things. So no wonder other countries within Europe can use that word with impunity, but for some reason batshit fucking bonkers who run this country completely incapable of it. Maybe it's racist, maybe it's Islamophobic, I don't know, but that's what a terrorist attack is, and we get them here. We just don't call them what they are. Mental health card every single time, as you guys are well aware. The dark coloured BMW crashed through barriers protecting the market in Magdeburg, I think that's how you pronounce it, and drove straight into shoppers at 7:04 local time. Video purportedly taken by a nearby camera showed a car mowing down pedestrians as it sped through a narrow alleyway with stalls on either side. People could be seen fleeing in panic as some attended to bodies left strewn on the ground. Now, a few hours ago, guys, I put a post out in my community tab about this event unfolding, and I said we should play a little rhetorical game of Cluedo to try and guess the type of person who would do such a thing, particularly on a Christian holiday such as Christmas, where a lot of people are celebrating and shopping at this time of year. What kind of person would commit such a heinous act? Now, I know, you know, but just for the sake of this video, let's feign ignorance, shall we, and read on as if we're blissfully unaware who this actually was. Police arrested the 50-year-old suspect, who is a doctor from, drumroll please, Saudi Arabia. Of course! You don't have to be a member of Mensa to have worked that out. You could have 2 brain cells in your fucking mind and you would have worked this one out. Who else would do this at the height of a Christian festival holiday, when there's loads of people going out shopping, getting last minute bits in for Christmas, to create the most carnage, create the most damage, and create the most chaos? There's only one type of person, guys. I'm not going to say it here because I'm going to be a good boy, but you know what I'm talking about. From Saudi Arabia, and has lived in Germany since 2006, and look how he repays the people who welcome these people in with open arms. They create damage, they create chaos on a mass scale. Why? Because they hate the people they fight and risk their lives to live with. That's what's known as a sleeper cell, guys. They infiltrate, they mingle in, and then they strike. The suspect had been practicing medicine in Bergenberg, I think that's how you pronounce that, about 36 miles south of Magdeburg, according to officials. As things stand, he is a lone perpetrator, so that as far as we know, there is no further danger in the city, Mr. Hasloff said. Believe me, there is still danger within that country. There is still danger across Europe, the whole of Europe. These are not isolated incidents. I'm sick of saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. These will keep happening and keep happening and keep happening until something drastic happens within governments who run these countries, who are letting these people pour in by the busload, lorry load, boatload. They're going to keep carrying on, and other countries can say what they like. Oh, we stand shoulder to shoulder with Germany, we stand against this, we stand against that. If you stand against it, do something about it. Mass deportations, I cannot stress this enough. These people need to be expelled from Europe and put back into their home countries, their countries of origin. It's as simple as that. A village idiot could work this out, for fuck's sake. It's alright standing shoulder to shoulder and lighting candles and singing Kumbaya and getting the tambourines out and all the rest of this shit when something like this happens. But actions speak louder than words. I just want to say, guys, I want to put myself in the shoes of the family of the 2 people who have been killed here. This little child and this other woman. Their families probably thought they want to go to a Christmas market, get a few bits in, some mulled wine maybe, ready for Christmas Day and that. Christmas Day in 5 days. These 2 people are not coming home. To go to a Christmas market and never come back is horrific. My heart goes out to these people. It really does. At such a time like this, like I say, 5 days from Christmas, some families in Germany have lost 2 people, 2 loved ones, never coming home for Christmas. And there's only one sort of person who would do this. Again, I can't stress this enough. Only one sort of person who would do this at the height of a Christian festival in the middle of a Christian nation. You know who I'm talking about. Because they hate our traditions, they hate Christianity, they hate the colour of our skin, they hate our culture, they hate the way we live our lives, and they hate our countries. Like I said to you before, they infiltrate, they integrate, they mingle in, and then they strike when you least expect it. I've said this before many times. Everybody in the Western world has got a target on their backs. Everybody. No one is exempt, and yet you still get these fucking peanut-brained arseholes who want more of these people in our countries. They want them in. The refugees welcome mob, the fucking liberal retards. I cannot understand why. I will never understand why. Why they want people such as this to create chaos, bedlam and carnage within our countries. Renders me absolutely speechless, guys. Right, that's me lot. Yeah, nothing else to say on the matter, guys. It's a horrible thing. My heart goes out to the families that have lost them 2 people and the people that are injured, and I hope Germany do make a stand and the AfD make serious gains in the next German election, because these German people need it, and they need it fast. We don't have that alternative, sadly. We have Reform UK and Nigel Farage. hardly right wing, well, solid right wing we actually need in our government. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop gibbering. I could stay on here for another 10 minutes, but I'm not going to. I'll bid you adieu. Enjoy your night, sleep well, and try and enjoy your Christmas as best you can. Forget it, get drunk, smash that out of your minds if that's what it'll take. Just forget the depressing shit that this world can throw at you just for one day, 24 hours. Just do it for yourselves in your sanity. And I'll see you in a bit, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.